Despite being the world's second smallest continent, Europe welcomes more than half of all visitors. In fact, European countries account for 7 of the top 10 most visited countries on the planet. It's simple to see why. Europe's well-preserved cultural legacy, rich history, safety, and efficient infrastructure make traveling around the continent a breeze. What better time to fulfill your need for adventure than now, when school is out and out of office messages are everywhere? Summer travel to Europe eliminates the need to bundle up when visiting the country's top attractions. This is the perfect time of year to stroll through historic neighborhoods, savor delectable cuisine, and immerse yourself in a culture so fascinating and diverse that you'll want to keep traveling. Exploring European places is not only a bucket list item for many tourists, but also a lifelong goal. With so many locations and places to visit, seeing them all may take years. Summer is the greatest time to start planning your European trip. Summer's ideal weather makes it easier to go around, shed some clothing, and bask in brilliant sunshine on ancient terraces and soft, sandy beaches, while many of Europe's best destinations to visit enjoy all 4 seasons. There are lots of options for jet-setters looking for bright sunshine and blue sky views. A trip across the Atlantic will tempt your senses while making memories, from Barcelona's beach meets city ambience to the fascinating wonder of Istanbul's unique customs. And maybe some freckles. Here's a look at the best places to visit in Europe. 1. Lisbon, Portugal. A journey to Europe isn't complete without a stop in Lisbon. The Portuguese, who are naturally kind and passionate, will greet you with warm grins and substantial food. Accessing Spain's neighbor has never been easier or more economical, thanks to an increase in indirect flights in recent years. Prepare for a workout when you arrive in this Portuguese capital, which is known as the City of 7 Hills. Expect to go up and down and up, and repeat. Don't worry, hop-on hop-off buses and trolleys, such as those seen in San Francisco, make it simple to rest your legs. From São Jorge's castle to the Santa Justa lift and the Pont 25 de Abril bridge, there are many ancient structures to admire. The city's largest park, Parque Eduardo 7, provides undoubtedly the greatest perspective of Praça Marques do Pombal, Avenida da Liberdade, and the dazzling Targus River. Make time for a quick beach trip 20 minutes away, as well as a meal of pastel de nata, the country's delectable dessert. The charming Doca de Santo restaurant, which was refurbished in 2018, serves delectable cuisine that is almost as remarkable as its river vistas. 2. Dubrovnik, Croatia. It's clear why Dubrovnik is known as the Pearl of the Adriatic. This southeastern Croatian treasure, surrounded by historic stone walls and dotted with orange tiled roofs, is one of the most attractive cities on the Dalmatian coast, and one of the best locations to visit in Europe in the summer. It's no surprise that Game of Thrones chose this location as one of its filming locations. Dubrovnik's old world charm, enthralling tourist attractions, and popular day cruises to the Elefidi Islands make it a favorite summer destination for visitors. And don't forget about the food. Finding a terrible restaurant is nearly difficult. If you want to avoid crowds, go towards the beginning or conclusion of the high season, which runs from May to September, when there are fewer people. This easy-to-navigate city boasts several buildings intact from the 16th century, notably the Gothic Rector's Palace, which you'll know if you're a Game of Thrones fan. Restaurants, boutiques, and excursions abound in the Old Town, which is encircled by an amazing stone wall into which many apartments have been cut. When you've had your fill of sightseeing, jump from a cliff, take a bath in the crystal-clear Adriatic Sea, or ride the cable car for 360-degree views of the city and the water. The gorgeous island of Lochram is only a 10-minute ferry trip away, where guests may enjoy the stunning views, meander through the nature reserve, float in the Dead Sea, and visit the historic monastery. 3. Reykjavik, Iceland. Reykjavik may not be the first place that springs to mind when thinking about European destinations, but it should be on your list. While many visitors come to Iceland in the winter to see the northern lights, others come in the summer to enjoy the endless sunshine. And by endless, we mean never-ending, because to its geographical location, Reykjavik has no darkness from mid-April to mid-August. If you don't mind sleeping with blackout curtains, this season provides some of the most beautiful hiking routes and vistas. Consider this scene: vibrant fields of greens and flowers, brilliant skies set against the healing waters of the Blue Lagoon, and near-perfect 60 to 70-degree weather. Aside from Mother Nature's works of art, Reykjavik is the country's largest city and serves as the capital. Here you'll discover quaint stores and restaurants serving dubious fare, including shark, as well as Hallgrímskirkja, a gorgeous concrete church. The Perlin Dome, which rotates to provide views of town, the ocean, and the countryside, is also popular with tourists. 4. The Azores, Portugal. Despite their huge size, the Azores, which consist of 9 islands, are little-known treasures of Portugal's main coast. The UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Hot springs, gushing geysers, bubbling mud pots, dark caves, and romantic grottos are all found on these verdant isles. Summer is the best time to visit because the weather is ideal for experiencing the natural beauties. São Miguel is the largest of the Azores Islands, a genuine gem brimming with adventure and tourist attractions in its capital, Ponta Delgada. Prepare to be enthralled on this and the other gorgeous islands. There are so many interesting activities to do in the Azores, especially during the summer high season, from bicycling to paragliding to hiking to spelunking. Keep a watch out for magnificent blue lagoons, volcanic craters, and towering mountains that will make you stop and catch your breath. 5. Crete, Greece. It's simple to see why Crete is considered one of Europe's top summer destinations. Fresh food, historic tales, historical monuments, and the beautiful vision of dazzling azure seas caressing volcanic shores make this Greek beauty a shelter for travelers. If you want to dodge the summer throng, go in late June. The weather in July and August is ideal, which means you'll be vying for space on crowded streets and waiting in lines at Crete's top tourist attractions. Crete's soft, sandy beaches are a must-see, especially if you want to soak up the sun this summer. Put Elafonisi Beach at the top of your list of must-see beaches in Crete if you only have time to visit one. It is one of the nicest pink sand beaches in the world, and it is only 2 hours away from Chania, a renowned tourist destination. Chania, Agios Nikolaos, and Rethymnon are all popular tourist destinations in Crete. Many visitors fly into Heraklion, which is also worth visiting, even if only to view the Palace of Knossos, one of Greece's most important archaeological monuments. 6. Rome, Italy. Rome is a romantic destination in Europe at any time of year, but the sticky, sweet summer is one of the best times to visit. Rome is a one-of-a-kind city that effortlessly blends historic architecture, tourist attractions, and current culture, not to mention mouth-watering cuisine. Make time to explore the Colosseum, the capital's most iconic and identifiable attraction, regardless of when you arrive. Summertime lines can be long, so bring sunscreen, a hat, and plenty of drinks to keep you cool as you wait your turn to explore this fascinating place. After you've relished gelato near Piazza Navona and devoured pasta on an open-air patio while people watching by the Trevi Fountain, visit the city's best museums and palaces to take up the history that pervades the old walls. 7. Paris, France. Paris has a lot of things to offer. Despite being hot and humid at times, this popular location is one of Europe's top summer destinations. Yes, you'll pay more for things like hotels, airlines, and tourist attractions, but being able to skip the chilly weather while seeing the sights makes the extra costs well worth it. In reality, the weather is virtually perfect between June and August, with highs in the upper 70 seconds. In addition to dining al fresco, the summer weather in Paris allows for a variety of fun activities such as sunbathing on the beach, watching outdoor movies, dancing at an open-air performance, or watching bicyclists roll into town during the Tour de France. Escape the sun by visiting a few of the best museums in Paris, or exploring the Cathédrale Notre Dame de Paris. With so many fun things to do in Paris, you really must say, mais oui, Paris, to a summertime trip. 8. London, England. Because London can get chilly as early as late August, we recommend taking a red-eye to the smoke in June or July. Because schools don't get out until early to mid-June, you'll have to deal with fewer crowds if you go before then. It can get hot and air conditioning is scarce at this time of year, so dress appropriately. London, the capital of both England and the United Kingdom, is a well-balanced blend of modern comforts and tradition, and it is one of the world's most influential centers. You'll want to spend a few days here because there's so much to see: Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, the London Eye, the Shard. On a particularly nice day, Londoners improve their tans on the city's greens. To make the most of the nice weather, get some food from a nearby restaurant and enjoy it in a park. Even if you scoff at the idea, a hop-on, hop-off bus is an excellent way to go around quickly and without getting lost. The tube and bus systems are also simple enough for city slickers with street cred. Who knows, you might even catch a glimpse of the Queen if she happens to be in town. To keep cool, get a 99 from an ice cream truck. Soft-serve vanilla ice cream is topped with a chocolate flake bar in this typical English dessert. 9. Tenerife, Spain. Tenerife is the most popular wedding destination in the world. You'll understand why once you see its stunning sandy beaches, glittering cerulean seas, and lush nature reserves. It's utterly romantic. Tenerife is a popular summer destination for European tourists, and it is one of the top Canary Islands destinations. During the summer, most visitors spend their time burying their toes into the soft sand, but you'd be remiss if you didn't pay a visit to Teide National Park. If you wish to trek this volcano, the world's third highest, bring comfortable walking shoes and plenty of water. During the summer in Tenerife, You may expect a dry, bright sky with temperatures occasionally exceeding 28 degrees Celsius. Because this is one of the top destinations to visit in Europe in the summer, you'll be sharing the streets with many other tourists from all over the world. So book your hotel and dinner reservations well in advance. 10. Edinburgh, Scotland. Summer is a lovely time in Edinburgh. While you won't likely sweat, the pleasant weather allows you to spend a whole day comfortably exploring the city's top tourist attractions. Edinburgh Castle is a must-see, especially when the weather is pleasant. This iconic landmark, which towers above the city, is one of Scotland's most popular tourist destinations. Summer visitors can see the lush greenery that climbs the slope to the castle, as well as the castle's beautiful gardens, which are enhanced by dazzling blue skies. The months of June, July, and August are ideal for exploring Edinburgh's best parks. Pack a lunch so you may stay even longer and truly appreciate the fresh air and beautiful scenery. The Royal Mile, which connects Edinburgh Castle and the Palace of Holyrood House, is a must-see. Window shop, people watch or stop by one of the quaint cafes for a cup of coffee. 11. Madrid, Spain. We won't lie, summer in Madrid can be brutal. Sweat trickling down your back long after the sun has set is what we're talking about. Don't let the high 80 seconds Fahrenheit scare you away. Madrid is still one of Europe's top summer destinations. This Spanish treasure has delicious food that will make you want seconds, exciting music that will make you want to dance in the streets, and a plethora of museums and galleries to visit. Insider's tip: the best summer months to visit are June and July. Some business owners take August off. Guests may rock out to some of their favorite performers in a big, open-air venue at the Mad Cool Music Festival, which takes place in early July. When you've had your fill of Madrid's congested streets and crowded tourist attractions, take a bus, rail, or rental car to one of the numerous surrounding day trip-worthy locations and towns. The Toledo and Segovia tour combines 3 cities in a single day. 12. Florence, Italy. Maybe you're on your honeymoon or celebrating an anniversary, or maybe you're in a serious relationship with pasta. Whatever your motivation for visiting Italy, we recommend that you include Florence on your list of summer destinations in Europe. This lovely Italian fantasy appears to have been created in watercolor and brought to life to serve as Tuscany's capital. The one-of-a-kind treasures that are bursting onto the scene will delight art lovers. Walking down these cobblestone alleyways will lead you to treasures such as Michelangelo's David sculpture, while visiting the city's famed art galleries will lead you to works such as Da Vinci's Annunciation and Botticelli's The Birth of Venus, among others. The Ponte Vecchio Bridge is one of Europe's most romantic and attractive locations. This historic bridge, arguably Florence's most well-known and photographed feature, is covered with colorful shuttered shops selling touristy kitsch to the millions of visitors that pass it each year. Other must-see attractions are the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore and Piazza Duomo, both of which are difficult to miss. Climb to the summit of the claustrophobic stairway for the greatest view of Florence. 13. Amsterdam, Netherlands. The Netherlands takes pride in being environmentally conscious. The bicycle is the main form of Dutch transportation, which is unsurprising given the country's flat and picturesque environment. The Netherlands has 32,000 kilometers of cycling trails, and every Dutch individual is believed to own 2 bicycles. Thousands of them can be seen on the streets of the country's city, Amsterdam, especially during the summer. While taking public transit is convenient, renting a bike throughout your trip eliminates the need for trains or buses. However, if you're crossing the street as a pedestrian, make sure to check both ways because many cyclists pass you by. Slow down as you pass the city's spectacular mansions, which, with their canal-hugging beauty, harken back to the golden age. Take a ride along the canals to see the townhomes from a fresh perspective and pass beneath the stunning bridges. Don't miss the enormous Rijks Museum, the beautiful Van Gogh Museum, and the humble Anne Frank house when unplanned. While it's too late for the amazing tulip displays, there's plenty of beauty to be seen meandering along the canals, popping in and out of shops, and dining on a terrace. 14. Prague, Czech Republic. Prague is one of those places that attracts travelers of all types, from backpackers and nomads to honeymooning couples and the over 50 masses. Much of Prague is still being developed and improved, despite its long history as a communist stronghold. A new square incorporates modern construction, while the characteristic old town contains centuries of buildings. Consider renting a bike or making use of the easy-to-use public transportation system while you're in town. Spend the day admiring Gothic churches, the astronomical clock, and, of course, crossing the Charles Bridge and making a wish for the future. Spend some time shopping in Prague if you're seeking something unique to take home. If you have time and want to hike, Prague is also a great starting point for the Czech-Switzerland National Park near the German border. 15. Barcelona, Spain. This rose-colored city comes alive with color in the summer, attracting both tourists and locals to its coasts. After a morning of exploring around town, you won't be able to resist soaking up the sun's rays on the beaches, especially in June and July. Barcelona has a remarkable mix of historical relevance and current practices, from the magnificent Sagrada Familia Church to the infamous Parc Güell, constructed by Antoni Gaudí. You can stop for tapas as you walk or bike around neighborhoods, or do as the Spaniards do and have a nap back at your hotel. 16. Budapest, Hungary. Budapest is one of the best European towns to visit for individuals on a budget who are interested in history. It's easy to fly into or get to by train, and wandering through the Gothic, cobblestone streets will make you feel like you've gone back in time. Since numerous fusion restaurants mixing Western and Eastern cuisine have grabbed critics, the city's foodie culture has begun to stir, so you won't go hungry. When traveling the city, it's advised that you visit both Buda and Pest districts, which are separated by the famous chain bridge. You can ride a cable car or the Budapest Eye, a Ferris wheel-like attraction that is popular with tourists, to experience the view from the top. Don't miss the Jewish or Budapest past museums if you're interested in learning more about the city's history. 17. Istanbul, Turkey. This Turkish city, which is technically on the border of Asia and Europe due to its location across the Bosphorus Strait, is not to be missed. Its antiquity tells the stories of the various rulers who ruled it in the past, even if it is not as evolved as some other European sites. The Old City, where several neighborhoods offer varied cultural and culinary aspects, from Egyptian to Roman, attracts the majority of visitors. Topkapi Palace is a must-see in Istanbul, as is Hagia Sophia, a Byzantine masterpiece that was built as a church and then converted to a mosque. Along with kebabs, Istanbul is known for its savory street cuisine, which includes notes of yogurt, eggs, eggplant, potatoes, and peppers. 18. Rhodes, Greece. Look no further than the magnificent Greek island of Rhodes for a stunning backdrop to your summer holiday. Pristine beaches hug the shores of this historic marvel, the largest of the Dodecanese islands, while the town rises above, ablaze with vivid colors and the aroma of great food that will make you want to munch all day. The UNESCO-listed Old Town is a charming network of winding alleys, hidden alleyways, and stunning architecture that dates back to the Byzantine era. It is located within a crescent-shaped fort and is the location to go shopping and dining. The beautiful Palace of the Grand Masters is also located here. During the summer, the area can get rather congested. Lindos lies a short way from Rhodes and is home to an archaeological site, and the iconic Acropolis of Lindos. If you like the video, please like and leave a comment. Thanks for watching.